This is Pam Luff, a junior at Pomona College. Her major is chemistry, but her first class this morning is English, the Arts of Persuasion. Ken is a senior. Like 95% of the Pomona College student body, he lives on campus. Pomona students are guaranteed housing for all 4 years. Ken is majoring in government. He has a busy day ahead of him. First on his schedule is also the Arts of Persuasion. This English class is designed to teach students the various elements of persuasive speaking and writing. It makes use of many guest speakers and lecturers. Pam and Ken are typical Pomona students, and what you're about to see is a more or less typical day for them. Pomona's student body is evenly divided between men and women. They come from all areas of the United States and from many foreign countries. Not all of the men are as neat as Ken, and many of the women are neater than Pam. Yesterday, Pomona College President David Alexander spoke to the Arts of Persuasion class about the persuasive techniques he uses.
That's all I've got in terms of what I actually can do. All the rest, everything else that I have, all the power of the presidency of the college can be summed up into one word: persuasion. And the extent to which the president of a college or university is successful is the extent to which he or she is able to persuade people, or indeed reciprocally to be persuaded by them. I don't think Pomona College should be a place of agreement. I think we should have areas of agreement, but we are not a church. We are not an orthodoxy. And I think, in fact, we're best probably when we have a lot of heretics running around proclaiming their own orthodoxies and competing in the sort of Jeffersonian battle where truth will finally triumph. Now that's how I think the college is. So
I was wondering what you think are the, perhaps is the biggest drawback about Pomona College and how you deal with it when you need to speak about it.
We have to start by telling people, we have to start before we get to page 1. We have to explain what what our book is. So this is a book, and this is a private liberal arts college. You've got private to explain, you've got liberal arts to explain, and probably even you've got to explain why college is not big. You're not succeeding, are you? You can only get 1,300 some odd students. What's wrong with you? You see, that's, I think everybody who goes to a small institution faces that problem. But I would think that is our most significant drawback, which is trying to create an informed public out there about the nature of what we and other private institutions are trying to do.
Today's Arts of Persuasion class is taught by theater professor Betty Bernhard.
Here's what he's saying is that the level of the hands indicate where the thought center is. So an intellectual is usually doing a lot of this. I mean, I'm sure Brian, I've seen Brian make it. And we do that. We do a lot of this stuff. Almost all of us who teach have necks like this. And it's not only from reading, but it's from We try to encourage intellectual communication. So we do that. And then there's the Italian, who's, when it's from the heart, when you're trying to convince someone that you love them, you rarely are going, I love you a lot, and that's Woody Allen's way of loving you. So there's the television show Woody Allen I was watching, and all of his love scenes, he was going like this, and I thought, no wonder it's not working. But generally, love scenes are, as Tom Leifert always says, from the heart. They always move from the mid-range. If we're dealing with food or love, or those. So those appetites, they tend to come from here. I want you to know how sorry I am. I'm sorry I'm late. It's always this sort of a thing. And then when you get into the cocktail party, or, I don't know, the wash, I guess is the equivalent here, and you decide that you find someone who's attractive, then the movements generally move way down. And I promise you, the next time you go to a party, please take a look, because you're going to see everyone's going to be sort of standing. I mean, it's very hands in the pot. It's very, you know, you want to come over tonight. It's always a sort of... So when someone's talking to you, if you're not sure exactly literally where they're coming from, take a look at where their hands are.